Okay, so for my daughter's birthday, I did buy a lot of Shopkins, but it does add up. Buying each package individually can cost up anywhere from $10 to $25 probably. And so I did spend already a lot on new packages, and I decided to go online and buy some that people are selling on eBay. And they're cheaper if you buy them on eBay because people already have their duplicates, so they're just knowing that they can get rid of these extras for a pretty good deal. So I got all these, and I got more, which I already put away. But these I got probably for these probably like $7, and these probably for like 5. I don't really remember, and then I had some other ones. But anyways, I don't want to give my daughter these for her birthday just like this, like, oh, here's some used Shopkins, which they are brand new. They're just duplicates of others people's, so they haven't really been played with or anything. But what I decided to do for her birthday, since I did buy these, I'm going to give them to her for her birthday, I wanted to individually wrap them, just like the ones that come in the little basket, little yellow bags, the mystery ones. So what I did is I got some tissue paper. These are yellow tissue paper from Dollar Tree. And I used this also on my popcorn box. If you saw the video where I made popcorn Shopkin, I have all this left over, so I'm going to cut these into squares, and I'm going to make them look like the little bags that go in here. And I'm not going to put them in little baskets, but I'm going to make the little yellow bags, and I'm going to put that in, the little Shopkins that I'm making. So, first thing you have to do is you have to find the pattern that's on the yellow bags. I saw one online, and I traced it, and then I cut it out. I did try a couple different things, and I used an X-Acto knife, and it still didn't come out that great. So I had to put a little bit of painter's tape to make it sturdier, so that the lines are a little bit more crisp. And you can also, I was going to try to put like Mod Podge to make it more firm on this other side. But I haven't done that, so I don't know if I'm going to do it for sure. But I'm going to test it and see if just this piece of paper with painter's tape cut out with an X-Acto knife, if it's going to look good whenever I stamp it. Because I don't want to have to hand draw each individual bag. That would take forever, and I'm not perfect at making the same duplicate pattern. So this is easier for me just to stamp this with like ink pad probably or something. And then I'm going to hand write the number 4, and then hand write underneath it the what is it? LDPE. That's written on the bottom of it. So yeah, I did have to try a couple of different times to see how it would come out. But I think this is going to come out better with the painter's tape because it makes it a lot more firm, and you can see that the lines are a little bit more crisp and clean. So I'm going to try it out and see how it works with just this, and then stamping with a sponge and ink. And I'm going to try it onto squares of tissue paper, and then I'm going to Mod Podge the ends to seal it. And if you guys don't want to go through all this, you can probably just print out this pattern onto a piece of cardstock, which I could have done, but I didn't want to go looking for my cardstock because everything's unorganized right now. Since we moved here, I haven't been able to organize my crafts room. So anyways, basically, you just want to try to get this pattern, because if you're going to do a whole bunch of little yellow bags for each one of these, it's going to take forever. So hopefully this comes out right. I'm going to try it, and then if it doesn't, well, I'll try to find a different way to make it work. Okay, so you want to grab your tissue paper, and you want to cut out a rectangle. And then you want to fold it into a square, so that's going to be the bag. Okay, so you just cut out a rectangle. You're going to fold it over. My hands are all black because I was trying to work with the stamp that I made, and I did Mod Podge the other side of it so it'd be stiff on the other side. And hopefully that will be good enough. I don't know if it's going to bleed or not on here, so we're going to try it. If it does, then we're going to have to try a different solution, maybe just hand draw it, which I'm horrible at. But anyways, so when you have this square, you're going to get your little Shopkin that you got off of eBay, and then you will fit it inside, and that's after you stamp it, because first you will stamp your image onto the paper. You'll write the number 4 inside, and then you'll write at the very bottom of the recycling looking symbol LDPE, because that's what they have on all of the little mystery bags. And then you'll stick your little Shopkin in there, and then you're just going to Mod Podge the sides, and then it should look like one of those little mystery bags. That way you're not just giving a gift of some Shopkins just laying around looking like that, like, I don't know, like you just opened them up and threw them in a, I don't know. It's just a better idea, I think, presentation of giving a gift, to make it look like little mystery bags. So the last step is to make sure that this actually works. Once we get that to work, it's going to be easy from there on, gluing, and you're done. So let's just hope we perfected the stamp, because that's the last important part, and the rest of it's all easy. So I'm going to try it out, and hopefully it comes out good. Okay, so after you get your picture drawn on here, you're just going to put a Mod Podge around it, and then you're going to stick your Shopkin in the middle carefully, and then you just want to seal the ends by placing it over there, and there you go. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, sorry. Okay, so I didn't do mine quite perfect because, as you can see, my little image is not centered in the middle, but for the most part, this is what it's going to look like. Just a little yellowy bag, and it will be better if you stuck it in the middle, but I wasn't really being that careful. So I'm sure I'll have plenty of practice because I have a whole bunch more to do. And I did have a really hard time making this triangular recycling stencil pattern thingy. What happened is I tried a lot of times. My pattern looks good, my stencil looks good, but it was super hard to actually stamp in it. I think partly because this is what I was using, and I got this at Hobby Lobby a while back, and I never used it, so today I finally decided, hey, this will be perfect because all you do is pop off this lid and it has a sponge on it. Only you have to like push on it, kind of like the bingo ones, and you push really hard, and what happens is it doesn't leave really good stamps. And it was just bleeding out, and it was just looking horrible. And I tried many times. As you can see, this is what they were looking like. So yeah, it didn't come out very good. So then I also tried a let me see if I can, there you go. I tried a permanent marker approach, where I was just kind of like, first I tried drawing inside it, and then I tried stamping it. That didn't work either. So what I finally decided to do, which actually worked really well for me, was makeup, which is kind of funny, but I just used my little makeup brush, which this one's from Modern Minerals. Sorry, it's not really zooming in very well, but anyways, it's just a nice stiff brush. Bristles are nice and stiff, and then I just used black eyeshadow. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess if you had something else, I don't know. I mean, maybe however you did it worked, especially if you used cardstock or something better. But what I was doing was just doing that and then kind of smearing it into the spots. And then I would just get a pencil and then I would trace it and then use this pen and trace it, which I don't even know. So yeah, here's my pencil. So I was just kind of like filling in the parts that didn't go in very well. And then using a pen to kind of finish it off. And that's just what worked for me. If you used something better, a better stencil, like I said, a cardstock or something, it might have looked better for you. But this is the best I could do. But I'm going to do more, so I'm sure it'll look better once I get practice, because I did not do it straight in the center. And this is not even coming out very clear. There it is. And it does look like I handed it, but like I said, I'll have practice with more whenever I start doing more of them. It's just really late, and I just wanted to kind of finish this video up instead of just, you know, because this is like the second day of working on this video because I haven't really had time to do it. So I just want to kind of like get it over with so you can see like the idea of it. I will do more, and I'm sure they'll look a lot better. And then I'll show you how or what I'm going to do with them. I'm not just saying, hey, this is all you can do and give it to somebody. No, I'm going to stick this in another, you know, idea or creative Shopkin present. But, you know, it's not that bad. I mean, I think it's an idea. But like you can see, this one's not perfect. I will do more, and hopefully they'll look better, and I'll just add a picture at the end of it of how they came out. Alright, so hopefully that idea helps. Alright, thank you, bye. Alright, so this is what they look like when I was completely done. I had to use a Sharpie, the extra fine point, to get it to be a little bit darker after I had used the makeup and the stencil and pencil. So it's like a lot of work to try to make it look like this, but I think it came out really, really well. They look really good. And then I just have to make a box to put them in. So it took a long time to finally get the stencil right, but it was worth it.